Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we unlock the secrets hidden in plain sight within company filings. And today we're looking at Hallador Energy Company to see if the 10th of November report is a bright spark or a dim light. Before we dive in, if you like decoding these corporate mysteries with us, hit that subscribe button. And for more real-time insights and to connect with fellow enthusiasts, join our Discord community. The link is in the description below. Alright, so we're looking at a Form 8K, which is essentially a report of major events that shareholders should know about. Think of it as a company's way of shouting out significant news that can shake things up. This particular filing from Hallador Energy Company on the 10th of November 2025 is all about their financial and operating results for the third quarter of 2025. This is the headline grabber, the main event. They've released their third quarter results, and that is where the real story lies. Now, these reports can sometimes be a bit dry, filled with corporate jargon, but our job here is to cut through that and tell you what it actually means for the company, and by extension for anyone invested or interested in their performance. First off, let's confirm what we're talking about. Hallador Energy Company's common shares are traded on the NASDAQ under the ticker symbol HNRG. This tells us we're dealing with a publicly traded company, and their stock performance is directly tied to the news and results they report. When we see these financial results, we're looking for clues about whether that HNRG ticker is headed for the stars or facing headwinds. Now, the critical part of these 8K filings, especially when they announce earnings, is usually an attached press release. This filing essentially tells us, hey, the company just put out this statement about their performance, and we're officially filing it with the SECSO. So all eyes turn to that press release for the juicy details. Unfortunately, the actual numbers from the press release aren't embedded here in this primary document, but they are referenced as Exhibit 99.1, which is that Hallador Energy Company reports third quarter 2025 financial and operating results. Since we don't have the direct financial tables within this specific HTML, and the prompt emphasizes focusing on what matters from financial tables, we will interpret what this filing implies by its nature. This filing's purpose is to announce the results. If we had the full press release, we'd be dissecting things like revenue growth, profit margins, and any significant changes in their operational costs. Think of it like this: when a company releases its quarterly results, it is like a checkup. Are sales up or down? Are they making more or less profit? Are their expenses under control? This report, by announcing the release of those results, signals that Hallador Energy Company is giving investors and the public an update on its financial health and operational progress. If we were looking at the actual financial statements from the press release, say their revenue for the third quarter, we'd be comparing it to the second quarter and last year's third quarter. A significant increase, for instance, would suggest strong demand for their energy products or successful market strategies. A decrease, however, could point to challenges in the market, increased competition, or perhaps issues with production or distribution. What investors keenly watch are earnings per S-share or EPs. This is a key metric indicating how much profit is attributable to each outstanding share of common stock. A rising EPs usually signals growing profitability, which is good for shareholders. Conversely, a falling EPs can be a red flag. We'd also look at their operating income, which shows how profitable their core business operations are before considering interest and taxes. If operating income is shrinking, it suggests the basic business is struggling, even if the net income looks okay due to some one-off gains. From a Warren Buffett style perspective, we'd be asking, is this company generating consistent growing profits? Is its business model sustainable in the long run? Are they managing their debt wisely? Are their assets generating good returns? This 8K, by announcing the release of the Q3 results, is the trigger for us to ask these very questions. The nature of this filing being an 8K specifically about results means the story is about their recent performance. Did they meet expectations? Did they surprise investors? The fact that they are filing this indicates they believe these results are significant enough to warrant immediate disclosure. Now, without the specific numbers, we can't do a deep dive into percentages or real-world impacts like losing 1 in 5 customers. However, an announcement like this usually comes with forward-looking statements from the company which can hint at their strategy. Are they investing in new ventures? Are they cutting costs? Are they facing new regulatory hurdles in the energy sector? These are the qualitative aspects we'd be seeking in the accompanying press release. And at the very end, we see the signature of Todd E. Telazes, the CFO. This confirms the report is authorized and that the Chief Financial Officer, a key financial steward of the company, is putting their stamp of approval on this disclosure. It adds a layer of formality and confirms the information is coming from the appropriate corporate authority. So, what is my take on this filing even without the raw numbers? This Form 8K acts as an official announcement, pointed to where the crucial financial information lives within the press release. It signifies that Hallador Energy Company has just updated the market on its Q3 2025 performance. The mere act of filing tells us the company wants investors and the public to be aware of these results, implying they are important for understanding the company's current standing. Our task as corporate decoders is always to look beyond the form and into the data it points to. Now, based on this filing alone, it is impossible to give a definitive assessment of Hallador Energy Company's direction. However, the energy sector can be volatile, influenced by commodity prices, global demand, and environmental regulations. A company like Hallador engaged in energy would likely face risks related to fluctuating energy prices, the transition to cleaner energy sources, and potential regulatory changes. Opportunities might lie in efficient production, new energy technologies, or strategic acquisitions. The key takeaway here is that Hallador Energy Company has provided its third quarter financial update. The real analysis would depend on the specifics detailed in that press release. Are they heading in a strong direction, showing robust growth and efficient operations, or are there underlying weaknesses masked by corporate speak? That's the question we'd be digging into with the full financial details. Alright, that is our breakdown of what this Hallador Energy Company ate. K filing signifies. What is your take on what these earnings announcements can reveal, and what crucial numbers do you look for? Drop your thoughts in the comments if this analysis was valuable. Hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives into corporate filings. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description for more discussions and real-time insights. Thanks for watching. See you next time.